Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Tour de France 24. It's episode 21. We're setting off on stage number 4 of the Open Tour, of which I lead by a minute and a half over two teammates and Plap, and then by 3 minutes over everybody else after a fantastic stage victory, breakaway stage victory on stage number 3. The breakaway formed midway through to join my teammate, Diaz, in that polka dot jersey right here, who, well, I had to pause there momentarily, needs to attack and go in the breakaway. 1, we want him to win the combativity. He does not have that secured yet. 2, we need him to win that polka dot jersey that he's wearing right now.
Okay, I'll put in a big
Getting him into the break is the key here early on, but after that, I've got teammates that need to come control the peloton. So I need some support. How about we get like Hamilton to protect, and Quinn's going to be handling
I'm coming to protect you.
the breakaway. Yeah, see, that's a lot of riders going up clear. Okay, well, Peloton's already starting to get under control. Other teams taking up the mantle. Quinn is the guy that I'll be using to chase if necessary. We want to keep this thing 5.5 minutes down is the closest. Yeah, we're okay on all of that. Alright, so we have 16 total away. The peloton is now 3 minutes down and counting, and very much have to watch that. I can't let that get out to more than about 4 minutes. And it's under control. There you go. It's back down to 3 minutes. 3-minute advantage. Group of 16. Diaz in that group. Now down to 2 minutes. Looks like the breakaway is under control. Diaz claims the 2 points at the top. Looks like that King of the Mountains is going to be a pretty easy one. Second climb of the day, first of 3 Category 2 climbs. 4K to go for the breakaway, which is now down to 13 riders. And we are just over 2 minutes behind now at the base of this climb. I've got protection. Right now, things are going beautifully. This is very much according to plan. Other than the size of the break, but you know, it was at 16. It's down to 13. It's shrinking. It's going brilliantly at this point. And as we're at 500 meters, Guerrero, let's go attack. Diaz picks up 5 points. I think he's got that KOM wrapped up now. Gap has opened up a little bit with the attacks over the previous 2 climbs at 3 minutes, but that's still very, very small in the grand scheme. And we're right into the next climb. Another Cat 2. Second of the day, we'll have Diaz attacking once again on this one. I think once he gets past this climb, though, it's going to be probably a done deal for the King of the Mountains. I think he'll have it wrapped up here shortly. We are far enough in that it's a good time to get everybody to use their gel. We do have a
Okay, I'll consume a
feed zone in the near future. Okay, 300 meters. Attack.
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
Oops, too late. Now the thing to watch out for here is a short descent going right into the next climb. Gel.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
He clearly needs it. There's only 8 riders left in the group, and they are already approaching the top. 7 riders. I'm not going to attack on this one. It's only 2 points. He needs to recover. Peloton's down to 55 riders, 50 riders, something along those lines. So now it's 49 chasing 7 with 48 kilometers left to go. A nice recovery here for this descent. And Diaz the only one who has used his gel. Do you think they're going to get caught before that last climb? Base of the final climb of the day. Cat 2. We'll see the exact numbers here momentarily. But Diaz is recovered, but he's already used his gel. Quinn is a bit tired and not fully recovered, and actually we're going to switch him with Hamilton to take over the protection duty. I forget who is well placed with me. We're down to 40 in the group. The group has shrunk. Gorka, Pigazzoli, and Hamilton. So all three of them, but Hamilton is the one who is 5th, where Gorka is 2nd. So we'll tell Hamilton to protect Gorka.
Okay, I'll protect him.
So 4.5K from the top. And is that an attack? That looks like an attack. So we're going to switch it up. Quinn, you're going to ride 100% tempo. Hamilton, you're going to switch to protecting me. And Quinn is right there. I'm going to follow Quinn.
I'm coming to protect you.
And there's Plapp. He's in the white jersey. And I'm going to follow Quinn.
The end of the stage
Florence
is
de
not far
Plus,
off.
who
Stay
attacked.
awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
Breakaway now 2.5K from the top of the climb. We're through the steepest sector. We're thinning the group out. Großschartner out the back.
Last time check with the breakaway.
Walter.
1 minute.
Good climbers out the back already. We've caught the plus. And we are catching the front group, which I don't mind. Right? Diaz doesn't need those points right now. Mankies out the back. Quinn's nearly done. I need to tell another teammate because there's Plapp wanting to work. Sure. Let's go gel for everybody else. 800 meters from the top, Diaz. Down to 4 riders. Attack. Diaz takes the 5 points.
They're going to have to settle it with a sprint.
Quinn runs out of energy, and here comes Hamilton to take over. And we will follow him.
Will no doubt go all the way, lads, but watch out for attacks in the closing kilometers.
Diaz in a group of 2 at the front with a chance to win the stage. We are 1 minute behind them, catching the breakaway riders bit by bit. 5 final riders off the front, with number 5 being just ahead of us there. Getting reeled in as this is a relatively flat section. Now just 45 seconds behind. And now just 4 off the front. Kwiatkowski, Conrad, Geshka, all out the back. All right, Panther out the back.
10 kilometers for the lead group.
He was a favorite for
Could
the
be
stage.
decided in the sprint.
Okay, there we go. It already changed. I start to attack and it changed. Might as well, right? I can gain separation and get off the front, and I have gotten off
30
front
seconds
here
lead for
on
the
this
head of the
descent.
race.
You never know. Tarme has left Diaz behind. Just off the back of these 2,
Only
and
5
I've been caught.
kilometers
Never
left for the
mind.
head of the
So I've
race.
not succeeded at breaking up the group. Those 2 officially set up. We're at 5K to go. I think right now one of the best things that I can do is just ride as fast as possible. There's Diaz. Back up to full red bar. And I'm just going full speed. Ooh, I've gotten separation again. Caught Tarme. I'm now the front of the field.
Go!
4 seconds is
Clear
all we
ahead for the
have
sprint.
separation-wise.
Go on. You've got this sewn up.
6 seconds. Let's go. Here comes everybody. They're on my wheel now.
Watch out.
Going for the line. Red bar's gone.
For an attack.
One last push and another stage win. Another stage win. Are you kidding me? It's a little too easy, isn't it? It's a little too easy. All my teammates, except for Diaz, were in the chase group. Chase group being 9 seconds behind me at the finish line. So I get the 10-second bonus plus the 9 seconds, putting myself further ahead with Lawrence and Pache on the podium with me. So I remain on top now, a minute and a half ahead of Gorka, Plapp at 1:39, Pigazzoli and Hamilton 4th and 5th, with Leknesund at nearly 4 minutes down, now in 6th place. Zimmerman losing time, slipping to over 4 minutes down and dropping a position. Van Wilder losing some time today. Diaz officially takes the polka dots away from myself, which is totally fine with me. It's to a teammate. And I'm pretty sure he's got that wrapped up at this stage. He's got a huge advantage. Schultz is 30 points behind. There's one stage to go. That's got to be in the book. Other than myself as a threat, I suppose. With the stage victory, I am up to 3rd in the points classification, 15 behind, but I don't think I'm going to threaten for that or even attempt to challenge for it. We're up to 14 minutes now on the team classification, and Diaz has moved into the combativity lead with the breakaway stage today. I was wondering about who might be in the breakaway with him. I didn't check to see if any of them had any kilometers on that. I had other concerns that were bigger, and so never bothered to check, but he has moved into the combativity lead. But he's only up by 100 kilometers, so I'll probably still throw him in the breakaway, which of course, you know, putting a rider in the breakaway is one of the best ways to defend a yellow jersey. First climb of the day, and Diaz doesn't need to go after the points. There's just not that many points available. We do have 2 Cat 1s. There's good points, but those 20 points aren't going to get him caught. Like I said, I'm the only one who can actually challenge Diaz, but he can be challenged for the combativity. So I put him in the break anyway. 25 riders in that breakaway, though. That's going to be difficult, and it's already a 5-minute advantage. Now's a good time to find out what we're looking at in terms of time gaps, and no one's showing here is within 20 minutes. So healthy gaps to all, but that's not all 25. In fact, Diaz at 7 minutes down is the best placed we have seen so far out of the group. Group has split up momentarily. That's actually a good thing for me to see. So Diaz is in the front group. Okay, yeah, no one in the group is a threat. Diaz is the one who would gain the most time. We're 4.5 minutes behind. Well, that's made today very easy. He's got a huge advantage over the others, and he finds himself in the front group as they split over that Cat 3. They come back together, but again, he's not going to get challenged. So we're almost a full climb behind these guys. But other teams have come forward to keep it in check, to still have some sort of hope for today. So we're in for an easy first little over half the stage. 2 big climbs to navigate. That's where we'll head. 11K, 7% climb, and everybody's a little fatigued at the base. Diaz and crew, like, we just want to hang on. This first climb is going to be all about hanging on. Peloton is 4 minutes down through the first phase of the climb, going through the easiest portion right now, and Diaz is already nearly done, and the group is thinning. Blue gel.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Gaps opened to 5:45, and the front group has very much thinned as it's down to 10. Diaz is going to get dropped pretty early on this one, though, so he's going out the back. But let's see what we have in the front group. Combativity. No, he's good. He's good. He's not going to be challenged. So combat activity in the bag. KOM in the bag. Diaz, though, he's done. Front group split up all over the place, and we are suddenly 7 minutes down as we are not pushing with the same intensity as what just saw that group break up. 3.5K from the top of this climb, though. Our entire team should make it over the top here. We're really not pushing very hard. It's open to 10 minutes, and I'm worried about what that's going to mean. Let's get Quinn to start riding. It's too much of a gap. We're going to tell him 80%, and then I'll get Hamilton to take over the protection.
Okay, I'm coming to protect you.
11.5 minutes down. But like I said, Diaz was the only one inside 20 minutes of the breakaway, and he was at 7.5, and he's 5 minutes down. So right now we are not in being threatened. Yeah, 47 minutes to these guys. Looks like the stage is probably going to be theirs. But all right, here we go. Base of the climb, final climb of this tour. And it's 8.9 kilometers, 8.2%. Starts shallow, gets steep. And again, the front guys, yeah, all well down the order. But we can't allow it to continue growing. So we do have to make sure we're chasing, and Quinn is handling that at 80%. And now he's getting joined by others. So let's tell him to make that 90. Heavy tempo. We are pushing. This is a good time to tell everyone to gel.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
As it doesn't quite get us to full. 76 left in the peloton. 9.5 minutes down overall. Diaz has already used his gel. Reichenbach plus one other nearly there. Reichenbach hits it first.
No one's managed to
Cavilli,
get
the
away at
one
the top
with
of the
him.
Mur de Péguerre. It's still a long way to the finish, but given
Gorka
that it's
is
downhill all
nearly
the
done.
way,
Use your
it will
red
be
gel.
difficult to avoid a sprint.
Quinn is nearly done. Use your red gel.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
There's still 49 riders here. Oh gosh, what was the finish? I'm feeling like this is one of those I want to attack and leave the group behind thing. Right now I'm thinking about the GC and others as we're catching breakaway riders. And suddenly we're down to 14. No, that's Quinn. That's Quinn in a group of... We're down to 9. And I'm at the front with Piganzoli. Alright, I'm solo. And that's the top. Overtaking breakaway riders. The descent starts a bit gradual. Got a couple riders with me. It's hard to tell where everything's kind of going, but I'm definitely riding faster than other riders as Guillaume Martin and Ucha Brooks from the breakaway are caught, and that's it for the gel. Still not much of a descent. It's just like 2.5%. Not enough to tuck. Now it looks like it's about to be enough, and is. Get a little acceleration, and finally tuck. Down to 5%. Speed definitely has lifted a little, but I'm getting a lot of recovery out of this. There's Albanese. Okay. Let's get a lay of the land. I don't think I'm competing for the stage here. Reichenbach, Cavilli, Storer, Rudy Millard, Trentin plus one more. Uran was in the break. Maurice. There I am. 8:41 down. But again, all of these guys were 20 plus minutes behind. So definitely not competing for the stage victory. But here is a group of 9. Diaz is here with me. A minute behind is Piganzoli and Hamilton with 6 other riders. Then Tom Scoins, Rhoda, Champison, Van Wilder, that's a big group right there, key riders, and they are 12-17 down. So we're in a good position. This is 16.8k from the finish, and we got to ride fast on the descent, as fast as we can, but also recover. I think that there's still work to do at the bottom of the climb before you get to the finish line. So we want to recover, we want to ride fast combination. And Albanese is taken off, but he's not actually a threat to me, so I should be trying to tuck as much as I can, because I do think that there was more to this stage. Combination of the ride and tuck through
Only
here.
3 kilometers to hang on for the man in the front. It's not far, but with such a short lead, he's going to feel like it's an eternity.
There's movement behind you.
Inside 10k. I have dropped the other riders. Albanese, of course, dropped me. It pretty much does descend right to the finish line, but it does shallow out. And we are into that shallow out, and we definitely are not at a go full pace kind of thing. But I've pulled a half minute on Martin, and I'm catching up towards Albanese, and I think that might be my ticket. Reichenbach takes the stage. So Reichenbach has won the stage, but again, it's fine. It's fine. Cavilli has taken second. The guy who nearly went over the top with him lost a lot of ground in the meantime. I'm still more than 5k from the finish. I would love to be in contact with those 3 guys, though, as I could ride their coattails towards that finish line. I've opened it up to 40 seconds to the chase group, which has come together. It's 11 riders now. Nearly in contact. I'm gonna speed up a little. I want to make that contact. 3k. I will conserve energy once I get there. Of course, they're going to want me to contribute. Alright, final push for the line. Blue bar is gone, so that red bar is going to go fast. But there we go.
Running on empty.
Top 10 on the stage. And should be yellow jersey easily secured. Should be. Gorka definitely lost a big chunk of time, but Pigginzoli and Chris Hamilton finished near the front. Diaz finished near the front. Gorka is probably losing his second place, but I think Pigginzoli and Chris Hamilton will be competing for the other podium spots potentially. All right, so Breakaway hangs on for the win, but I was best of the rest. That does make the jersey secure. I was 8.5 minutes down. I did catch back up to Albanese. We overtook Maurice and Uran, Walter, Guillaume Martin, Ucha Brooks, Christian Rodriguez, all on the descent. Teammates, Pigginzoli and Chris Hamilton, they caught up to those guys at the end, so they were all part of that. So Christian Rodriguez, I think, was part of that group that caught up. So Pigginzoli and Chris Hamilton lose no time to any other GC contenders. Diaz was a minute down. Quinn was 2 minutes further behind, and Gorka Izaguirre lost 4 minutes to that group. So he is going to not plummet down the GC, as there was a lot of larger time gaps, but he is definitely losing second. He's definitely losing a podium. Almost certainly out of the top 5, but he might still be in the top 10. Might. Depends on how many riders there are out there. That was 61st on the stage, though, so I have a feeling that that's going to be on the back edge of the top 10. All right, so the GC. I win by 2:23 over my teammate, Pigginzoli. Pigginzoli second place onto the podium, so we do replace Gorka with Pigginzoli. Plapp keeps third place, so Pigginzoli overtook Plapp on that one. Plapp at just shy of 3 minutes. Chris Hamilton moves up a spot to fourth place at 3:48 down, so we retain a 1-2. We retain 4th place, as Pigazzoli had been there. We just kind of lost our 5th from the guy who was 2nd. Christian Rodriguez moves up to 5th place. Zimmerman back up 1 spot to 6th, with Gorka still in the top 10, keeps 7th place. 547 down. Leknasun, Van Wilder, Guerrero are your top 10. That is a fantastic result with a 1-2-4-7 for the team. 4 riders in the top 7, including a 1-2 finish in the GC, is going to be fantastic for the points. But of course, it's the Open Tour. It's a minor race. It's a lot less points than the other races on the calendar. Diaz wins the KOM, securing no points today. Didn't need to. Reichenbach got the 2 Cat 1s, each of them 10 points each, gives him 20. I was 2nd, Quinn was 4th. Points. I nearly end up winning it. I didn't go for it, but I nearly won it. Young rider, I got that one. Pigazzoli was 2nd. We got the team classification by 20 minutes, and the combativity does go to Diaz, so we get the overall. We got 2 stages. We got the KOM. We got the under 25s. We got the team. And we got the combativity award. 7 prizes on this race. Minor race, minor points, but dominated. Really good job. Now, here's the thing before we proceed. I want to see what sort of progress I've made as a rider. Last year, I played on the 3rd of the 4 difficulty levels, and the game was tough for me. And I played in a certain style that made it even tougher. Probably overdid it. And so I really wanted to make sure that the pacing of the series this year, the progression was going to be a bit faster. So I chose the moderate, the medium difficulty, and we're starting to find it a little easy. However, this is, of course, the lowest of lows for races. And this has been the times this season where I've been easily successful. But the other races with the better riders, that's not been the case. Now, of course, as I get better, those next tier of races, they're going to get easier too. But I won't always compete in the Open Tour. I'll bypass it. I'll send teammates to it, especially as we get into that top 18. And this should put us into that top 18, so we can go to the Tour de France next year, etc., etc. Go to all the major races, and I can get blown away by better competition as I progress and improve and catch up to them, and then get competitive. So I don't mind. Next year, I think I'll need to go back to that harder difficulty, but this year I'm maintaining the difficulty because it's better for the pacing of the series. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a lot more fun with it. I've been frustrated by this game over the past few years that I've been aware of its existence, and that it wasn't Pro Cycling Manager with a different name and available only for console since they started releasing it for PC. It has its issues with PC, but they haven't resolved them. They've been the exact same issues for the 4 years since I first tried it. All in all, this is the first time that I've enjoyed playing, and so I'm happy to enjoy it. Next year, I'll step up the challenge. So not only do I score a lot of points in this race, but a lot of teammates have picked up points as well. Kopechki on 3 this season, Quinn on 10, Chris Hamilton on 40, Venturini on 44, Diaz has 45, Gorka has 53, Pigazzoli has 64, and then I've absolutely dominated overall scoring for the team with 319 now, picking up another 38 at the end of the final stage, to now be 11th in the individual rankings as a second-year rider. That's pretty dang incredible. Got a long ways to go yet. That's a good score. That's a very good score. Overall, as a team, 578 now brings us all the way up to 12th. Did not expect us to get ahead of Lotto Destiny here. I figured we were competing with Movistar and below. Of course, some of them scoring points, but none of them scoring like we have. And a top 18 is feeling pretty dang secure now with 300 points better than 18th position. This has been good for development, a full point better. I'm a 76.2, easily the best rider on the team now. Recovery in A as I pick up 2 more bonuses for that one. get close to maxed out. A few more mountain stages to go. Win a race over 200K, finish Tour de France, win Tour de France classification awards. That's all that's left there. And it's already an A, right? It's everything but an A plus at this point. So resistance, a 77. It's only a +1, but a 77 now. Looking really good. Stamina, a 76, also getting pretty good. And I've noticed, you've probably noticed that my stamina is lasting a lot longer than my teammates, even though I really don't have the same ratings as some of them. Some of them have healthy ratings compared to what I have in the climbing department, yet I seem to be lasting quite a bit better than them. Mountain, a 73 rating. I only added 1 point to that. I only added a single point. Wow. Okay. I didn't win any mountain stages. I win 2 stages, but neither one was the full red mountains. So nothing there. But medium mountain, I won 2. I guess I won 1 medium mountain stage here and led over a cat 1. So I added 2 points for a 74 to a 76. Hills up 1, won a hilly stage. Okay, so I won a medium mountain and a hilly stage. That was the 2 stages that I claimed victory on. Hills, boy, it's going to get hard. Ronde van Vlaanderen, Liège, Bastogne Liège this next season. That'll add a couple points. Acceleration stays at 76. Sprint now 71. Win a hilly stage. Got a point for that. The intermediate sprints, a few there will be kind of the ticket. Tour de France might be one of those, like, we want to go for the king of the mountains type scenarios. And so that's where intermediate sprints are going to come along and give us a chance to get a few more and improve that sprint further. But with an overall 76.2, I'm definitely getting more and more competitive now, to where, okay, fine, we've got this first tier of races under control, and the second tier we were pretty competitive. I think now we can probably say that second tier is going to be a bit more under control, and we can be competing properly and not just squeezing our way into the top 10 or something, but having a real go at a podium. There's still the upper tiers, and this is going to open things. This is going to change things on what happens with the team dynamics at the end of the season. And we're nearly at the end of the season. This is the last race that I have, but there's the World Championships, and maybe I get in for the US and maybe I don't. And then there's Il Lombardia, which we are sitting out, and that's an opportunity for teams to drop us down the order, but it's not going to drop us out of the top 18. I'm confident now that we've got that secure, under control. So next time, we'll see the evolution of the team. We'll see if I'm in the World Championships or not. We'll see the results of that Il Lombardia. So making the push into a new season. That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.